I must tell you that a lot of work is going on within the panel in terms of hearing the petitions. If you look at the history of the panel, its establishment is a product of the 5-for-5 demand of the NSAS protesters. And we came into being sometimes in October, and by 20th of this month, it will be 6 months, we had about 230 petitions as of December. And by now, we have heard over 70 of those petitions. Some of them concluded, judgments delivered, and compensation awarded. You know, the unique thing about the judicial panel on NSAS is that you don't get judgment and then it becomes empty. Once we have found that there is human rights abuse that is worthy of compensation, the fund is available already for us to issue check immediately and pay. So there's no process of appeal, there's no process of going to file application for execution of judgment. And so far, I believe that, you know, a lot has been achieved, you know, by giving people opportunity to pour out their mind, even though we didn't know the depth of the kind of problems citizens were facing in the hands of law enforcement agencies. But when we listen to these stories, people who were executed, people who have been maimed, people who have been denied of their rights or subject to torture or abuses, it's quite very mind-boggling. But I believe that so far, we have been able to address substantially the grievances of some of the petitioners that we have listened to.
If I could just jump in there before you go further. But we have equally heard some persons who have said, well, yes, some compensation has been given them, but they just felt it wasn't commensurate with what they have gone through.
Well, Chimale, I don't think, honestly, that any amount of money can compensate torture or deprivation. I mean, if you use myself as an example, I mean, in the period of Abacha's reign in this country, when we were arrested from November 1996 and kept in underground cell till July 1997. So what do you pay me to compensate for asking me to be looking at the sun every day or torturing or denying us access? So what we do is important for us to, first of all, listen to people. Let them pour out their heart. Let there be a healing process. And then be able to get the respondents, especially the police and those other security agencies, to come to defend or even listen, you know, to the complaints of people, so that in that course, there will be a need for us to avoid a repeat of those kind of experience. So it's not just a matter of paying monetary compensation. It's to listen to people, to pour out their hearts, and then make recommendations to government that will enable the institutions concerned to make amends in that regard. And I must tell you, presently, we are about to enjoy a 3 months extension in terms of tenure. But if you look at the regular courts in Lagos State, it takes average 4 years or more for you to conclude the case to hearing, to judgment. But we have been able to reduce that and ensure that we take away all technicalities and allow people. So I think that even 1 year may be insufficient to address over 230 petitions. And people sitting every day, especially the chairperson, Honorable Justice Doris Okuobi, you know, at her age, coming from the mainland and sitting every day, you know, listening to petitions, listening to witnesses, lawyers. I must say it's been quite a wonderful experience. And I commend the government for setting up the panel. And I can assure you that we have total independence. Nobody, for instance, will be able to think that I will listen to any advice or control. So we meet and decide cases, you know, on our own terms, based on our conviction, based on what we see and hear from the witnesses. And it's quite a very wonderful experience. But the other thing I would like to say is that we can't conclude, especially in respect of Lekki matters, whether death occurred or death didn't occur. The investigation is ongoing. We are listening to doctors. We are listening to complainants. We are listening to respondents. We are listening to the army. So until we come to a period when we have concluded the hearings, and then we assess them, and then be able to make up our mind whether indeed it is the case or it's not the case. So I say that, and I say this with respect to the report of the American U.S. Embassy in terms of the human rights report on Nigeria. I think it's too early to conclude whether there was anything at Lekki Toll Gate or not, until we have been able to exhaust our hearing and listen to all the witnesses before we come to a conclusion.